Alright, ROGUE64. That said something vocally. I did play this once on a stream, just briefly. This might warrant a look-see at the manual. Bitmap Soft was established in 2019 primarily as software house for publishing new and unreleased games across retro computers and consoles. How's our level here? Let's make it a little lower. Okay, our motto is simple, putting the new into retro. We aim to create a fantastic catalog of games, etc. They support a lot of different machines by Commodore as well as other companies, including Nintendo Game Boy, Atari ST. Here's our credits. You are Zendar the Explorer, a grizzled and harried adventurer seeking fortune and glory within the dungeons of Hordecum? I don't know what I'm looking at. The old myths whisper of a fabled artifact hidden deep within this most treacherous and hallowed of places, this darkest of dungeons filled with unspeakable horrors and gibbering terrors. Is that what it says? Gibbering. Naturally, you must have it. The many evils lurking around every corner of this cube-like tentacle terror maze that you'll be forced to visit pain and slayage upon are just an added bonus. As the old song goes, from battle I've come and to battle I stride. I sit in the darkness before the dark gate. I hone my dark blade, its bloodlust I'll sate. I quaff my last-ish ale, muscle, bone, and steel prevail. I rise with the moon and stride towards doom, onward and downward to the depths of Hordecum. It's a modern roguelike designed and developed for Commodore 64. Alright, a harrowing journey, etc. Here are some of the monsters you will meet as they attempt to maim, kill, and eat you, not necessarily in that order. Okay, we have a Cthulhu, a very ancient, fairly weak one. This is an abundant denizen of the dungeon who is normally slain with a stout knock on the head. Having risen from the depths eons past, it prefers the surface levels of the dungeon. Scorpio. Overgrown, mutant-like insectoids skitter along the shadows throughout the dungeon. They're a fairly easy match. Don't stand on the wrong side of their nasty stingers of gloomy teeth. Gloomy death, sorry. Batty. Batty flies around delivering chaos where it can, and can take a fluttering... Excuse me, I have a little trouble with the font sometimes. Sightless specter of the macabre. Batty flies around, delivering chaos where it can. It can take a light whooping, and some of these flittering ambassadors of darkness have been rumored to fly through the very walls of Hordecum. Snark. Nobody trusts a snark, and neither should you. Snarks slither around the dungeon on scales of hatred and malevolence, dealing skin-splitting, face-melting pain to anyone foolish enough to venture too close. Hit them hard and hit them fast. Hornzilla. This horned beast dwells at the deepest levels of Hordecum and is one of the most formidable foes. With horns of pure obsidian and consisting of 70% armor-plated muscles and 50% blood-fueled rage, what it lacks in mathematics, it more than makes up for in lethality. This monster will be a worthy challenge to defeat. I already got potions, randomized each game, gems. They can give permanent and potentially life-saving upgrades to your hero. Okay, they're not just they don't just have monetary value. In other words, hearts. The answer to every dungeon delver's woes. Hearts grant you an immediate boost to your health and perhaps also to your sense of hope. Use them often, but use them wisely. Okay, looks like that's about it. Oh, here's our joystick controls. You walk towards monsters to attack them. You grab items by walking over them. Very simple. Some items you pick up will end up in your inventory. To use the inventory, hold the button down until the inventory item blinks, and then move the joystick right or left to select items. Then you release the button. When you release the button, the chosen item is activated. ROGUE64 is playable with a joystick only, however some non-gameplay features such as disabling music in-game require key press M. Fire to restart the game after game over. Be the hero you always knew you were. Reach the deepest and final dungeon level. Slay the tentacle-toting boss monster with maximum prejudice and obtain the most coveted of magical artifacts, not to mention fame and glory, till the end of your days. While you're at it, achieve the highest score for ultimate bragging rights. Alright, just some screenshots and some other games that Bitmap Soft has put out, I guess. I played Showdown a little bit. Alright, so that's a looky at the manual. Alright, why don't we actually play? Oh, they have instructions right in the game. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And once again, it's like just a very succinct version. Joystick import to, you move into monsters to attack them, walk over items to pick them up, etc. etc. Red and blue potions change each time you start a game. Green is always healing. Oh, I kind of glossed over that in the manual, I think. Hold the button for inventory. Gems are rewarded for killing monsters. Get to the last level and defeat the end boss. A good, very brief summary right there. Let's click the credits just very quickly. Here you go. I'm not going to read it all. A nice list of bug hunters too. Cool. Now let's jump into it. Alright. Okay, you got a little play window. I like the cool effect of looking. It almost looks like you're looking down on 3D walls. Especially the different shades of gray sort of accomplish that effect. Alright. Here we are walking around. Got a key, got a clumpy potion. I don't know if I want to drink a clumpy potion. Some gold. So if you hold the button, you go to your inventory. Alright. So what have we here? A heart and another thingy. These are walls, these are gray squares in the middle. Found some gold, okay. And healed. Was I hurt? Probably not. My health is 5 now. Next room. What is that? A tombstone? Oh, that was stairs, I guess. Next level. Not sure I'm ready for that. Come to me. Yeah, can you pass your turn? It said you don't control with the keyboard at all. But yeah, I'm so used to in you know, roguelikes, if they're 2 away from you, the monster 2 away, you pass 1 turn, let them come to you so you can get the first hit. I managed to make it happen somehow anyway. Kill Gluthulu. Okay, that was my first Gluthulu. Now this is gonna take me back up or down another level. Oh, I got a key by touching that. Okay. Oh, it says get a key. Oh. Okay, so I think you need the key to go down a level. Here we have the Batty Bat guy. I killed Batty Bat. So I got 2 clumpy potions. Let's just... I guess we might as well try one of them does, right? Clumpy, that ale was true. What did that do? I have no idea what that did. My health did not go up or down. Did my strength? I'm not sure. Oh, I can't... Oh, I'm confused. Look at this. If I move a direction, like right now. Okay, that's... Let's try right again. It's sometimes randomized, basically, but not always. Because I'm drunk or something. But it looks like I had temporarily 2 strength. I guess it increased my strength. Temporarily. Alright, I got healed up by that heart. That's good, because I only had 2 hit points. Now I have 5 again. Here's another Gluthulu. Oops, I shouldn't have done the stupid move there, but that's okay. Now, I'm not sure if you just get healed over time like in most roguelikes. I think this game might not have that mechanic. You might need the hearts only. There's a heart. And is this another clumpy potion? Yes. I'm only finding the clumpy ones today. Is there any reason to save the heart? I guess it could be. I could like come back here maybe. I'm just gonna get it though. So I'm going to go back. I'm looking at the map on the right, by the way. You can see how the rooms are connected. I'm not sure if there's secret passages at all, or secret doors. Or how you would even search for those. Thanks for joining me, by the way, tonight, guys. I appreciate your viewership, and if you want to say hi in the chat, feel free to do so. Looks like nothing in this room. Here's another Gluthulu. We killed Gluthulu. Another Gluthulu and a bat. Okay, I'm down to 2 health. Now I kind of wish I had saved that heart. I would have 1 hit point right now, but I could just run back and get healed up. Found some gold, the key. I think I'm gonna die here if I don't do something, but what can I do? Besides run away. Oh, I did gain 1 health. No, I had 2. Never mind. Alright, I will go for the battle. Alright, I killed Gluthulu without dying. Without getting hit. We both missed each other. I am almost dead now. I killed Batty, and I got a gem that gives me 1 strength. Now I have 2 strength. Can I search through these things, or I keep thinking I can search maybe and find secret goodies, secret passages, secret treasures. I don't know. Perhaps it's just wishful thinking. Next room. There's a healing potion. Yeah, bubbly one. They said green was always healing. So I guess nothing to do but backtrack and go to the stairs. Now that I have the key, I can go to the stairs. I believe they were up. Now I guess I'll poke my head into the first room in the next level, but I'm thinking the first thing I'm probably going to do is just chug the healing potion, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, there's a heart. That's what I was hoping for, so I'm going to run and get that heart right away. Since I'm almost dead. Alright, up to 5 health. Now let's fight these dudes. Took 1 hit. I would have been dead there. Come here, Cthulhu. I mean, whatever your name is. Gluthulu? We killed Gluthulu. So has anybody in the chat played ROGUE64 before? I remember the buzz for this game when it was new, like in, I don't know, 2022 or thereabouts. It's pretty well produced. I dig it. And it's roguelike, but, you know, not too complex, not too many commands. And I can appreciate both ends of the complexity spectrum of roguelikes. A runny potion, that's a new one. We got Clumpy and Runny. There's our key, and the scorpion is new. Ooh, he did some pretty good damage. He might kill me right now. Good, I killed it. Scorpio. Got a key. Killed Batty. To the left takes us back to the first room we came into the dungeon for. I mean this level. Next up, another scorpion. I'm kind of concerned. Maybe I should try this potion. It could be a bad thing, of course. Alright, we're trying the runny potion. Let's see what happens. Reveal everything. Okay, so it shows me the map, it looks like. You can see on the right. I guess I should probably just bite the bullet and drink the healing potion. Do I want to try going 1 round with them first? Problem with doing that approach is when I'm drinking the potion, I assume I'm going to waste a turn. So I probably better off just drinking it now. So here we go. The green potion healed me. Alright. Yeah, so it did 2 damage. I'd already be dead. Well, I'm almost dead now. Down to 1 again. Oof. Yeah, those scorpions hurt. Now, can I somehow handle them better next time? Like, I have no way to shoot them. Can I somehow, trying to think, is there a better tactic I could be using? Just not fighting them, perhaps, is one option. So at this rate, it's not sustainable to keep fighting those guys. I could drink one of these potions that makes me confused, yet gives me 1 strength. That's probably not a good idea, I don't think. But let's definitely get this heart. However, Cthulhu might reach me first, or maybe not. Alright, healed up to 5. Come on, Cthulhu. What I really want to avoid is wasting time. I'm trying to waste time to lure them over to me, so I don't take the first step adjacent to them. But I'm afraid while I'm doing so, I might get sandwiched between 2 different enemies by accident. Like, just now it could have been Cthulhu and the bat. But fortunately, so far, I have not been sandwiched like that. Alright, there's our stairs, and I have the key, but I am inclined... It's kind of a rule of roguelikes. You explore the full level first. But look, I'm about to get sandwiched now, I think, so one of them's a scorpion, so that's not good. I think I'm going to head to the left, even though I might get hit by the bat. Yeah, there we go. Shoot. Should I run? I think I might do that. Ugh. Well, now I can hit the bat a little bit. Alright. Now do I fight or run? Let's fight! A 1 hit point. I'm gonna run. I'm a chicken. Now can I find a heart or another healing potion? Before Doom gets me. Uh-oh. Speaking of Doom. How do you level up? Is there any experience points? I think a major mistake I made was on level 1 of the dungeon. I accidentally just jumped down the stairs before really gathering everything or anything like that. But next time I can avoid that mistake. Come on, come to me. Another clumpy potion. So let me just observe what this thing does again. I think it gives you 1 strength and you're confused. Yeah, I have 3 strength now. And then I walked into him by accident and I died. Alright, so that was not a smart move. But this is definitely a good one. I like this game quite a bit. It's especially nice to see after those less than stellar games. But I mean, you know, there's only 2 I didn't enjoy so far, and yeah, one of them has potential. But yeah, the original Rogue, though, at least for this machine, is not good. Alright, so let's give that another try. The funny thing is, as dangerous as the Scorpio was, and as weak as the Cthulhu was, who wound up killing me but the Cthulhu. So now, you have to remember, the red and blue potions are going to be something completely different. I don't know how many options there are. How many different possibilities. And, you know, let's make sure we explore this entire level first, get all of the goodies we can collect. At the bottom it even says the noob level. There's no way to pass here. Come on. Killing me, Cthulhu. Man, it is killing me. It's no exaggeration. I feel like I definitely sort of leveled up in a way. I guess it's all about the strength. Getting the gem, leveling up your strength. Yeah, so there's no like concrete level 1, level 2, level 3, but you can beef up your strength. And I have a healing potion. I mean, kind of wondering if I should use it already. I guess against Cthulhu's I can risk it. Risk just saving my potion. There's the key. And here's some money. When I get money, does it just increase my score pretty much? I think so. Alright, there is a heart. So I will fight Cthulhu, and if I get down to 1 heart, or 1 life that is, I will grab the heart. I want to try to fight him next to the heart if I can. There we go. Oh, close, close enough, I guess. Okay, killed him. So, once again, the red potion and the like purplish ones are random, but I don't know if they're like just those two different effects scrambled up, or if there's like a large selection of effects. So the heart is in the lower right. I definitely want to come back to that. I'm just kind of trying to maximize my usage of it, ideally. Okay, now it's time to run away and get it, probably. Kill Gluthula, but I'm going to get that heart. Cool, fully healed. I do like when a roguelike game lets you sort of, you know, it has like a resource management element to it. You gotta think about maximizing all your healing usages and stuff like that. Pixel Dungeon is one that's kind of like that. It's a more complex game than this one, but there's definitely the element of managing your healing potions and maximizing, you know, you have to like weigh risk and reward. Like, right, I'm gonna go into this fight. You have to think like, I'm gonna go into this fight with only 50% of my health. Is that enough, or do I want to drink the healing potion? If I'm only gonna take, say, 20% damage against the monster, then I probably want to fight him first. So you have to kind of think about that kind of math. And the risk and rewards and all that stuff. Alright, so got some more money, which I think, yeah, it just adds to my score pretty much. But it looks like it's a long way back up to the top left. And again, I do wonder if there are secret passages. I feel like, how could you make a roguelike and not be tempted as a developer to put in secret passages? Yeah, in a way they're kind of annoying, because I don't know. It's not always fun to be like, well, I gotta search tediously across all the walls just in case there's a secret door I might be missing. So I can kind of get the design decision of omitting that mechanic entirely. Alright, Dan the Man says, only seen brief clips of this before. Nice high-res graphics and music. Quicker gameplay. I like the visceral screen shake when you get hit. Yeah, I like that too. That's a really neat effect. So far, yeah, this is definitely a very good roguelike. Definitely on the simpler end, but it does make you think. And it is pure fun so far. Here's Cthulhu, whatever his name is. Okay, he sniffs a little bit too much glue. Alright, we got the level up for strength. Yeah, again, this game seems to eschew the concept of levels that most roguelikes has, but you just get gems that give you strength, basically. And I think some of them probably give you health. That works, though. That's pretty cool. Works for me, anyway. So you can tell I'm faster than this guy by a little bit. We don't move one-to-one purely. Well, I kind of screwed it. Oh, you can walk into a wall to pass your turn. So that's a great way to do it. But again, what I'm trying there is to make it so he makes the move adjacent to me first, so I get the first swing at him. That's a classic roguelike tactic. However, this game does not give you a pass command, so you have to pass by walking into a wall, it turns out. Clumpy potion. Alright, it looks like the whole level. So might as well head to the stairs, which are right here. The next level. Notice at the bottom there's a description. There's a bottom description for each level. I was on the noob level before, and now it says, fight brave nooblet. Okay, we have to deal with the bats now. Kill Batty. Hello, Cthulhu. Wake up. Wake up, Cthulhu. I think I got something to say. Why am I singing that? Alright, let's fight Batty. The baddies are hurting me. Should we try the clumpy potion? Let's try the clumpy potion. We don't know what it does. I'll try it now because Cthulhu is not going to kill me if the potion makes me drunk or something. At least I hope not. It feels stronger. It just gave me strength. And look at that. You can see it says like it shows the potion icon :14. So I think it's 14 turns of the bonus strength. And that's an incentive to not waste turns trying to manipulate him so that he moves right next to you, because you would waste your strength potion. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. Do I just want to run up to him? On the other hand, I will kill Cthulhu easily anyway, and by the time I double back, because look, this is a dead end, the potion is going to expire anyway. So basically all this is doing is helping me kill an already easy pickings Cthulhu. So I might as well just play it how I normally would. And so there you go. Now I have 10 turns left in it, and by the time I get this stuff or whatever, you know, or if I try to go back left into the new room, left and down, it's going to expire that way. But it doesn't really matter what I do here. Long story short, but let's remember this heart and not get it, perhaps. So they have some health to use. And you don't eat in this game. You don't have food, so I don't have to worry about wasting time doubling back because my food might be an issue. That would make the strategy a little more complex. Which, you know, you could do that as good or bad. But now we got 2 hearts, so that's nice. Alright, Cthulhu. I'm taking advantage of the technique of passing by moving into a wall. So I gotta remember, the heart is there and there. North of me and also way up northeast-ish. Okay, we got the E. So now we can exit the level should we choose to do so. Another Cthulhu. The Cthulhu is much weaker than his almost namesake. The bats are a little silly. Okay. And hit. Alright, I wonder if it's time to pick up one of those hearts. I could stretch it and take one more hit. I'm being stupid, probably. Killed Batty. See, I kind of regret not getting the physical copy of this, because, I don't know, there's something special about a physical copy of a game if it's a really good game. And I think they had this in cart form. Now, I went to the website of the maker of this game, and they're all out of stock of it, unfortunately. With no indication that they might get more, so I don't know. But yeah, it comes in a cart, and I could actually even plug the physical cart into this machine, which is one of the cool features of this machine. Oh, I'm full in inventory. Oh, I didn't realize that would happen. Let's try, I didn't try the purple potion. Let's see what that does. A running potion. What does it do? Time is frozen. Okay, so it looks like I had 10 turns of frozen time. Now, remember I was saying I don't know if there's only 2 effects between those red and blue potions, but they're just mixed up. It looks like there's a lot more than that, or at least some more than that. So that's pretty neat. But what I'm noticing, though, is I have to remember the effect, because it doesn't say now that the clumpy potion is, which one? Was it strength? It gave me strength, right? Yeah, that's what it was. And the purple one, running potion, was the freeze time. So I have to remember that. It's a little detail I personally don't like. Maybe it's because I just have a bad memory. I would prefer it. To me, it's also very roguelike in style to have just the game tells you the proper name instead of the sort of obscuring name. Like the obscuring name would be like green potion or whatever, or clumpy potion in this game. Then once you know it, it should tell you what that means, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm full and I don't want to ditch anything, so I don't know what to do here. I guess I'll just leave it, I don't know. But there's still 2 hearts I can harvest. I can harvest your hearts. So I don't know, I guess I'll just finish. It looks like there's one little section in the lower left. Finish that section of the dungeon. Or else retreat if I have to and pick up one of the hearts. And I'll make sure I'm full on health before I go to the next level. Alright, so we have to fight a Cthulhu. And that was no... This is it, this is the whole level, so I guess I'm just getting a heart and going down. So right above here, north of here, was a heart that I had left. And here it is. Alright. And for those who just joined, this is my roguelike themed stream where I'm playing roguelike games for Commodore 64 on the Ultimate Machine. And at the moment, I am specifically playing ROGUE64 from, I believe, 2022. Alright, we're down to level 3 now. Killed baddie. Oh, look at that! A level up for my health. Now I got 6 health. Right, let's head to the right. Batty again. And now we have those deadly scorpions to deal with. I don't like them. Alright, Eric says, boiled milk equals a clumpy potion. There you go. Now what I could do is not be so stingy with my potions, right? I had inventory full issues. When you get that, usually that's a game giving you the hint that you should be using your stuff more. So given that I've been hitting inventory full issues and that I've had trouble fighting scorpions before, I'm inclined to actually use perhaps one of my red potions, which I believe are clumpy. That'll give me strength. And Dan the Man said the box art was pretty nice too, which is usually a factor in which physical media games I want to buy, collect, or display. Yeah, totally. You gotta have good box art. If it looks ugly, why get it? Sometimes I appreciate like a very indie and basic kind of art though. But yeah, this had some good art. Clumpy potion, strength is up to 3. Let's bring it on, Mr. Scorpion. Yeah, I killed him. Alright, can I take advantage of the potion effect before it expires? Looks like no, unfortunately. Alright, I mean, that's fair. Part of me wishes the potion would last a little longer, but I can see... I'm not going to say it's unfair. In the right situation, you probably could, you know, hack your way through 2 or 3 opponents on 1 potion. It's totally feasible. Let's again remember where this heart is. I have to remember. That's my responsibility. It is at the right end of this top hallway. Okay, there's another healing potion. Some gold and the stairs. Okay, we gotta deal with these 2 jerks. Oh, the wimpy guy actually hit me. Cthulhu. Okay, killed baddie. And the scorpion. Now, how do I want to play this? I could just fight it a bit. They seem to do 2 damage at a time, so what I could do is run away and get a heart if it hits me once. Interesting. I'm realizing there's some subtle stuff going on here, some interesting things. My tactic to pass. Remember I said I can't choose to pass my turn. I have to bump into a wall. But notice these doors. They look like kind of wavering portals or something. I don't know what they're supposed to be. But I cannot hang out by the door and pass by bumping into it, because I would go through it then. So I can't just go, okay, I'm going to wait here and get ready to jump out. Wait for the monster to come and then retreat. It's not quite that easy. They make that a little tricky. But I should be able to just move down and get him to me. Yeah, so slightly trickier, I guess, but not definitely not insurmountable. So we've just missed each other back and forth about 3 times. And I don't know, I think this music's pretty good, but I have my volume low, so I'm going to turn it up a wee bit. I always want to balance the volume of the game with my own voice. But it's good to be able to hear it somewhat. Alright, let's continue. We missed and missed again. I killed it. Okay, Scorpio is dead. So, are you a Scorpio? Alright, another Cthulhu. Another dead Cthulhu. Baddie and a Cthulhu. A hit. Okay, 2 health. It might be time to just grab that heart. I definitely don't want to face a Scorpio with 2 health because they hit for 2. So let's retreat and get the heart. And then we will double back. Now notice in the inventory there's some X's there. I'm thinking maybe something can some kind of upgrade or whatnot might extend your max inventory, because it looks like there's space for it. But right now I'm full, I believe. Or it could be that some items you pick up just don't count or something. Fiona says X's are kisses, right? Yeah, maybe they're kisses in my inventory. Somebody's been hugging and kissing me. Maybe it's Cthulhu. They can't seem to defeat me, so they're gonna, you know, kiss me instead. I don't know. Alright, so it was worth the run just to heal up, I think, from a resource management point of view. Alright. So now we do have to deal with a Scorpio in either of these two room choices. On the right there was a baddie and a Scorpio. Below there was just a Scorpio. Do I want to use a strength? Maybe I'll save that for the strength potion. Maybe I'll save it for the right. I'll try to deal with this one without doing it. I do have 3 heals, I gotta remember that, and not be too stingy with those, right? I'm hit. Alright, so I got hit for 1. Alright, that's a weakling. Weakling Cthulhu. And I'm full, right? Yeah, I'm full. Okay, Alright, so I'll use 1 strength when I go up here, then I can always pick up that other one. Here we go. Oh, it's right on top of me already, alright. I'm gonna try to put some space between it and me. I just did that. Let me cancel for now. Well, I don't know. I kind of want the Scorpio to be closer. I shouldn't box myself in a corner either, should I? Well, I think it's too late for that. Alright, let's just fight the bet. Ah, shoot. Probably didn't play that optimally, but that's alright. Well, let's use the potion now. I'm hit. I must heal. Healing potion. Okay, we killed Scorpio. And now back down. You know, as long as we're doing a roguelike stream, for those who are watching and available to chat, if you know the genre of roguelikes, tell me in the chat what is your personal favorite roguelike game. It could be any kind. It doesn't have to be on Commodore 64. I'm just curious. For me personally, for all of its problems, I'm a big fan of NetHack. And anyone who's seen my channel before knows I feature it quite a bit on this channel. It's just such a deep and crazy game that I just love it so much. But sometimes I appreciate a simpler game with more elegant mechanics like this. Among the simpler, more elegant ones, I think my favorite might be Pixel Dungeon. But as far as everything, including the kitchen sink kind of roguelikes, NetHack all the way. It killed Scorpio. Alright, I feel like so far I'm managing these Scorpios well enough. I feel like given the set of monsters I've seen so far and the inventory that I have, I've got a handle on the game. I know it's obviously going to get harder. And that's all of this level. I might as well get the heart and find the staircase. Which I don't remember precisely where it is, honestly. Hello, Podesta. Good to see you again. Podesta says, I worked with the maker of Sword of Fargo. Wow, that's cool. He was doing a Sword of Fargo 2 Kickstarter, but I don't think he ever finished it. Wow. Well, that's so neat. Wow. Okay. Wait, so did he post the Kickstarter, or he wanted to like make the game first or something? As basic as the game is, you got to appreciate it, especially for its place in history. But yeah, I played that earlier. I don't know if you were watching Podesta, but that was the first game I played tonight on the stream. I played some Sword of Fargo. Did I, there it is. I was wondering where the stairs are, because maybe I thought maybe I had passed them. Alright, down to level 4. Is it difficult yet? Nah, I got this. Clumpy potion. Found some gold. Alright, a baddie. This looks like a dead end, huh? And Podesta says he didn't play it a lot on C64. But he played the iPad version. Oh, there's an iPad version. That's cool. I don't have an iPad, but that's cool. I wonder if it's on iOS as well, because I do have that. Oh, we got a ghosty thing. Okay, this is new. What did it say in the manual about them? Okay. For some reason, I see a ghosty thing and it's a little scary. The manual said... Bear with me 1 second. Alright, so this... Wait a minute, this is not in the manual. It's an unknown creature. Oh, that's pretty neat. It's not a hornzilla, it's not a snake. Call the snake the snarks. Alright, let's just see what it does. It beats me up is what it does, okay. It kills ghosts, okay. So that's interesting to know that the manual does not talk about every monster you can find. I actually like that, it's pretty cool. And Podesta says it was like 10 years ago, not even sure the iOS version is still up to date. Yeah, okay. Apple keeps deprecating everything, you have to update your app to keep them up. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. A friend of mine made an iOS app early on when it was new. It's called IT Tools. And it's basically just network diagnostic tools. And he has to always update it every time there's like, you know, some kind of incompatibility with the latest iOS. So he's been maintaining that for like, I don't know, 15 years or something, probably longer than that. How much damage did it do? I should pay attention to that. Let me, sometimes I like to rewind my stream. I have like a little preview window just to see what just happened. So I had, how much before I hit this ghost, I had 4. Okay, so it does 2 damage at a time, which is kind of, it's gonna kill me next hit unless I do something, so I better do something. And Podesta says, still waiting for my founder C64 so I can play these C64 roguelike. They had some production issues with transparent cases. I did hear about like something about the flex, but I don't really know if that's what you're talking about. It's probably not, I guess. Alright, so I'm about to get killed by this ghost unless I use healing, I guess. So I can run away or use healing. I'm going to use healing, though. Well, let me see if I can put some distance between the two of us. That might be possible. It looks like it keeps pace pretty good. Alright, so let's drink the potion. The potion healed you. Actually, I'm realizing I don't think it uses a turn when you drink a potion, which kind of changes my tactics. I was very concerned about that. Alright, killed the ghost in 1 hit. Well, at that point, 1 hit. Alright, so there's no pass. There's no wall near me. Found some gold. Oh yeah, so it is a flex issue. That's too bad. Yeah, for those who aren't following, some of the C64 Ultimate models use a different kind of plastic, like the transparent case ones, and apparently there's too much flex on the keys, so it's been a complaint on, you know, among the community. All right, so should I just YOLO this Scorpio or use a strength potion? Let's use a strength potion. That was easy. Alright, I mean, yeah, so I wonder if I overkilled it. It was like totally unnecessary. It's always hard to say though, right? You gotta go based on your experience of how tough they are. How much you expect to be hurt by them. Running potion. And the running potions were freezing time. I should not neglect those. I think they had like 10 turns of frozen time, so if you can, like, you know, whack an enemy 10 times in a row for free, that's pretty big. That's pretty nice. Alright, maybe I should try one here. No, I'm gonna try to see, how well I fare against this duo with the Batty and the Scorpio without using any potions to help me out. Like, am I tough enough now they don't really have to worry too much? Maybe I shouldn't go that far. They can still do some good damage to me. Oh, a Master of Magic, wow. Podesta said, "Have you played Master of Magic today, a classic game?" Yeah, I did not play it today. You know, I always thought that somebody should make a true roguelike based on that. I'm probably the only person in the world who thinks this way. But like, imagine you had that same engine. You know, you got the little dot and then the zoomed in stuff when you get close to monsters and the objects. Imagine it was like in roguelike form with procedurally generated dungeons and all that. I think that would be really cool. And you have to identify the scroll and things you find. Okay, I'm getting beat up. Oh, I think unfortunately it's time for a potion. Let's use it. Let's use a heal this time. I mean a freeze. I'm just frozen. Now we have 10 turns. Miss. Killed it. Alright. But I did beat Master of Magic on a stream once. It was my first time beating it. It was very exciting for me personally. Oh, Lord of Dragonspire, that's right. You know what? I might play it. If I complete this list and there's some time left in the stream, maybe I'll play Master of Magic. But yeah, Lord of Dragonspire, I do have to get that one. Because it looks like it recreates the Master of Magic engine, sort of. But it's a different game. Let me think what I want to do here. I cannot rush into this without a potion or else retreating. But I don't think there's any hearts to retreat to, so that's no good. I could use another, I guess it comes down to another freeze or heal, probably. Let's... I'll use a heal. Oh yeah, so I would have been dead if I didn't heal. It's all about that resource management. Okay. Well, here's a heart. Alright. So now I'm gonna be, you know, all resource managey and try to save that heart for a rainy day. 2 hearts. Oh, look at that. And a heal potion. Let's get the gold, get the key, get the heal potion. So yeah, there's 2 hearts sitting around. And there's the stairs. Time to retreat and grab a heart. Like, why would I not do that? It would be silly not to. And Podesta said, I remember playing Temple of Apshai a fair bit. Yeah, I used to have the trilogy one that I would play. And there's actually an accompanying manual, right? Where like gives you like contextual, you know, like a description of the scenario that your guy is in. It's pretty neat. Oh, jeez. I have to use something. I can't just risk it. It stinks to have to do it, but I guess I have to use a heal potion, or freeze. Is there a way I can retreat and just get that heart? I think it'll keep pace with me if I try to retreat. Let me try it a little bit, though. Can I, like, maybe I can retreat. Just grab the heart and come back. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Because you can't pick up the hearts. You can't take them with you, right? Now let's get him. Alright, Scorpio's defeated and a new health. Max health increases. Woo! Found gold. Next level, baby. Okay, this is called Mind the Bat, and we have a new snake enemy here. It's funny it's called Mind the Bat, but the snake is the new enemy. Okay, we have to deal with a ghost and a snake. What does the manual say about these snakes? No step on snake. Let me just remind myself. It probably doesn't really tell me much that it can, you know, take action based on... Nobody trusts a Snark, and neither should you. Snarks slither around the dungeon on scales of hatred and malevolence, dealing skin-splitting, face-melting pain to anyone foolish enough to venture too close. Hit them hard and hit them fast. Okay, so I gotta hit them hard and fast, but that doesn't really help me. Because I cannot choose to hit them slow. Well, let's see what happens, though. So can they keep pace? Well, looks like they can. Alright, let's attack. Can they do 2 damage, 3 damage? We don't know. He missed. I killed the Snark. Okay. So I did not get to see how much damage it does. What is that? Is that an enemy or a thing? I can't even tell. Keep closing the manual. I should just leave it open. Is that a Hornzilla? I don't think it is. It doesn't look like the Hornzilla graphic that I see. Well, it's definitely moving, so it's probably alive. Oh, if the ghost goes through the wall, that's their deal. Somehow I didn't realize that before. Look at that, okay. Okay, the ghost is dead. Guess we'll see what this thing is in a moment. Hello. What is it? Eyeball. Eyeball. Not eyeball, but eyeball. Eyeball. Typically when I see like a floating eye sort of a thing, I think of special ray weapons or like, you know, like a beholder in D&D or like a floating eye that paralyzes you in NetHack. So I got my inventory full again. I guess if I were to leave something on the ground, that would probably be my choice. The red potion, which are the why am I forgetting? There's a strength. Let me just remind myself. Red is strength. This game. Blue is freeze, and green is healing. Okay. We're in the top, in the middle. This is a note to self. Top of the map, and in the middle. There is a red potion should I need to come back to. Alright, what do we got here? Maybe I just want to use one and then pick it up. It'll probably save me some health. I can beat up these guys quickly. Let's try it. Clumpy potion. Alright, I got hit a little bit. Let's pick up the potion. Now, I'm not sure if strength is used for defense as well. I think it might. I think it's just sort of a general how tough you are stat. And the scorpion again. Eyeball again. Last time I hit it before it can do anything, but I know it's got something up its sleeve. Let's just see what it is. It just hit me for 1, which is no big deal. It seems a little too easy. I don't know what the deal is there. There's no special effect. Like what's his secret? We have a healing potion I cannot pick up. I don't think you can drop something, by the way, so I'd have to use a red potion if I wanted to like trade it off for a green. So let's remember we got a heal in the lower leftish. Also, we have a heart right here. I don't know, that bowl seems easy. Again, what am I missing? We have a heart and a heal in the lower leftish. Heart and heal. Snake. No step on snake. Okay. I'm just considering it's worth a potion here economically. Yeah, I guess probably. With these two together, you know they're going to smack me around a little bit. Should not let myself get sandwiched between them, though. Alright, let's go up and drink a strength. Bam! Take that, ghosty. Wow! Just one shot at both of them, alright. There's another heal. Unfortunately, the strength ran out just as I approached the ghost here. I shouldn't get too overconfident here. Maybe it's time to run away and get that heart. Let's get the heart. The game does let you plan perhaps a little too well. I don't have to worry about, like, you know, oh, what if a wandering monster shows up or a randomly spawned monster shows up while I double back to get the heal potion. It doesn't work like that. Beware the snacks, is the Desert Blizzard. Hi, hello, by the way, Desert Blizzard. Good to see you again. So yeah, I've only played this once before tonight, and I don't know, I think I only lasted like 10 minutes or so, but I feel like I'm in a groove right now, and it's feeling good. It's a groovy groove. Still have one potion in the lower left-ish, gotta remember that. Ah, it hit me once, oh well. What you gotta say, Podesta? Do we know what the potions are in this one? I don't really like roguelikes where you have to try to potion to find out what they do. Yeah, to me that's part of the roguelike experience. I like that. In this one, it's interesting though. It looks like there's only 3 kinds of potions per game. The green is always healing, and the red and blue have a different effect, but it's not just... There's only, you know, it's like a large universe of effect, it seems like, or at least I've seen 4 so far. In this game, for me, the blue ones are freeze and the red ones are strength. Last game I had one that gave me strength, but also confused me because it was like ale or something. And what was the other one I had? I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember the other one. To me, that's appealing, though. To me, identification is fun. But, you know, I guess it's not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. But I like that it limits it. It doesn't, like... I don't know. It doesn't get too, like, overwhelming, right? This game seems to want to keep things pretty slim and basic, while not being so simple that you don't have to think. I like that. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, I don't think I've even been hit by a snake so far. Scorpions, on the other hand, sure. Alright, there's a strength boost. Woo! Okay, we got a heart right here. Heart in the lower right-ish. Now this snake might one-shot me just to shut me up. I'm afraid it might deal 3 damage. I wonder if it's something like it doesn't hit you very often, but when it does, it's like 3 damage. So given that uncertainty, I cannot just rush in and kill him with my 3 health. So I could use a potion. I mean, I got potions all over the place. Maybe I should just do that. Yeah, let's use it. Well, there's a heart right here, though. That's why I shouldn't use a heal potion. Let's get the heart. And then we will fight the snake. And then it's a pushover again. Okay. I do think that's the trick of them, though. Like, that's their thing, is they're probably mostly weak, but once they get you, they get you. Just my speculation, however. But that's just says I wouldn't mind identification if it wasn't fatal. Yeah, I guess in some games it can be fatal, yeah. Alright, so... I guess we're done with the level, and I cannot pick anything else up. It's good to end a level with max HP, I feel like. I forgot to mentally note where the stairs are, however. There they are. Alright, onward to level 6, baby. We got a ghost and a snake in our face. Take that, ghost. Okay. So the snake only does 1 hit point on the off chance it hits you. So there goes my theory, and I'm wondering what the heck is the deal with this guy? Like, what? I guess I should just accept it that they're a pretty weak monster. But I was surprised because they came, you know, they came into the dungeon a little bit later, so yeah. Anyway, we have... This is interesting right here because it's going to be hard for me to avoid fighting them both at once, which is never a position you want to be in pretty much any roguelike, but the floating eye hadn't, or whatever it's called, the eyeball hasn't actually hurt me yet, so maybe that's not that. worth worrying about too much. I guess I'll just try it without a potion and see what happens. The question is, do I want to run up? Or deal with the ghost first, just go down maybe? If I go down, it's going to get in the first hit, which is not great, but I think I'm going to go up, see how this plays out. Okay, that was pretty dumb coordination on their part. Alright, so I finally got hit by an eyeball too, and it only hurt me for one. I keep wondering if there's a special effect that they can inflict upon me, but I don't see any such effect that I can tell. And you would think it would give me a message too if that happened. Alright. There's a random potion I cannot even carry. Hello, Snack. Wimpy Snacky. It feels good to be one-shotting these scorpions now, because the first time I encountered them, they were dangerous and scary. The ghosts were pretty scary too, a little bit scary. I guess just because they're ghosts. No, they were a little bit dangerous. But yeah, those scorpions were scary at first for sure. The game, this game does make, it does humble you once in a while, I feel like. You have to start thinking, oh, 5 health 5 seconds ago was great, but 3 is a little low now. And now I have 1, so I have to do something about that. I can run away, use a heal potion. Let's just use a heal potion. Sheesh. Can't hit this one. Ah! Is it like a super scorpion? What's the... Okay, do I want to use another heal or just freeze it? I think I'm just getting really unlucky and there's not a concept of a super scorpion. I feel like hearts and heals are fairly abundant, so I'll use another heal. There we go. Alright, yeah, I just couldn't hit it for some reason, but once I did, it was just like bad rolls of the dice, I guess you could say. There's another heal to replenish it, so it makes me feel a little better for using two heals on that one guy. Alright, so one inventory slot is open. There is a red potion I left behind that I could always pick up should I have nothing else to fill the slot with, but here's another red one in our face right here. And a level up of max HP. Notice that it heals you too. That's really great. So 8 health, baby. Okay, and I guess I might as well pick up the red potion. And let's take note that the heart is here in the lower right. One up from the lower right of the map. Lower right corner. Funny how big the roguelike genre has come. It used to be this very niche thing. Oh, what happened? There is an effect in place. This snake must have poisoned me or something. Look, see that blue potion? I have 21 turns of whatever that is. And all I can figure is it's some sort of a poison or venom. So let's keep an eye on that. What does it mean? It looks like I could just run it out pretty quickly, but... Oh, my health goes down every... I want to say 10-ish turns of being poisoned? Okay. Yeah, I think it might have been 8 or 9, actually. Alright, so I lost 2 extra health from the poison. Alright. So good to know the snakes do have a hidden danger, but when they do hit you, it doesn't seem to always activate the poison, just occasionally. I wonder if a heal potion would cancel that. Scorpion. What do you got to say, Dan? Seems rather than completing a quest, the goal of this roguish game is to beat your or others' furthest progression. It should record the highest score on this, so you always have the goal to be... it does have a... I don't know much about it, but there's like a flash cart option. I just have the files, right? So I do think it probably does save your score if you have that. I don't remember if I loaded up that one or not, though. So this is my first time getting hit by the eyeball, and it looks like it just did 1 damage. Oh, another 1 damage. That could be similar to the snake, where it might trigger an effect occasionally. Inventory full. Alright, let's remember there's healing in the lower... one above the lower left. What did I say was one above the lower right? Was it the... was it a potion or the stairs? I can't remember. Well, it's pretty much the level... oh no, the top left has some stuff to explore. So let's get this heart. I feel like when you have 2 health, it's pretty fair to grab the heart at that point. Again, thinking in terms of maximizing resource usage. Maximizing efficiency thereof. There's a red. I'm full, right? Okay, down we go. There is a snake, and that's the level. Now, I'm not sure how the gems are produced. Is there like an internal sort of experience point tracker, or is it just totally random? But it does seem like it's probably worth fighting every monster you can, unless they're going to kill you, obviously. Yeah, I said something was one room above the lower right corner, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was just the stairs. Oh, it was a heart. I have no need for it now. And I can't grab any other potions, so... I could chuck a strength in favor of a healing? There's a healing in the lower left. I'll just roll with what I got. Where the heck were the stairs? That's what I don't remember. Yeah, so there is a final boss. That's what the manual did mention that, but you could I mean, it's pretty common in roguelikes for there to be like a high score list, and you also can win the game, and that when you win, you get extra points usually. All right, like in NetHack, when you exit the dungeon, whether you live or die, you get to add all your wealth, like your gold and stuff, into your final score. Yeah, it's actually one way to play NetHack is you just leave the dungeon at some point. You give up. Oh, this is not going well. And I got sandwiched here. Okay. Oh. Yep. It packs a punch is this level. Now, what does that mean? Something's packing a punch. Well, I'm reading the caption at the bottom. Each level has its own special caption. You killed Scorpio. Killed Ghost. Killed Snark the Snake. Snark. Ooh, strength gem, yeah. 5 strength now. There's a heal I can't pick up. The stairs are one below the top right corner. Okay, so snark. We have a heart and one above the bottom right corner. So stairs below the top right, and heart above, heart and strength potion above the bottom right. I just announced these things just as a memory trick to myself. I'll still probably forget these things, but otherwise it's like guaranteed I'd forget them. Yeah. Rumor has it there's a magic item at the bottom of the dungeon that says pedestrian. Yes, it must be the amulet of Yendor or something. Here's a scorpion again. So yeah, I don't want this game to be like the whole stream pretty much, but if I can keep this rolling, I'm gonna keep it rolling. I'm sure I'll make some silly mistake or somehow get overwhelmed at some point and I'll die. But so far so good. I do keep being faced with the choice if I could just use a potion and pick up a different one, but I don't know. Like, what do I even want to use? Is it better to have 2 heals instead of 2 of the strength? I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't have gone that hard. I'm just kind of absent-mindedly picking it. And on the other hand, I'm kind of almost done with the level, too. If there is the heal potion that I'm probably going to abandon. Okay, let's go up. Just want to say thanks again for everyone watching the game. Hopefully it's entertaining. This is definitely a really cool game called ROGUE64. And the theme for the whole stream is roguelikes in general, but this one's been going for quite a while now. What's it been, like 45 minutes? This seems familiar, just ending this level in a similar layout with a snake right there. So let's head to the stairs again. Was it the one room below the top right corner with the stairs, or was that something else? That's it. Let's keep it going. The caption for this level is "so much more fun." Down gold. I'm sure this eyeball must have some special effect, some special attack that does something nasty, but I haven't seen it yet. Could be totally wrong, I suppose. Whoa, what is that? Alright, that looks a little scary. It almost reminds me of, maybe it's like Medusa or something, or something with a lot of tentacles. Is that a Hornzilla? It does not look like the Hornzilla in the manual. So I can only assume this is, wait a minute, isn't there a tentacle beast on the final level or something? I can't be there already, can I? Well, let's attack it and see what happens. Did 3 damage. Should I use a freeze, or let's attack it again and see what happens. Kill it. You killed Dork Young. Oh, you know what? That's what I thought it was a Dark Young. It's a that's a thing in like the Cthulhu mythos, and they already referenced Cthulhu before. But yeah, Dark Young is a thing. It's related to one of those Cthulhu mythos gods. It's like the young of, I don't know, Yog-Sothoth or Shub-Niggurath or something. I don't know. So I think the latter. But yeah, it almost looked like that. They have like some really thick legs and like mouths and a bunch of tentacles writhing at the top. Anyway, I just got a green. Yeah, so 9 health. So it was a heal, which was good in and of itself because I needed that. Plus the +1 max health is great. I got another Dork Young. So yeah, they hit me for 3, so I gotta remember that. I don't think I need a special potion necessarily. I just have to deal with it as it comes. 3 hits. Alright. Now we have a Dork Young and a Snick. Cool, I killed that one without getting hit. Oops, I missed the goal. What was that? Something new. Oh, that's the thing I keep seeing in the manual. The, what was it called? A Hornzilla. And the manual says, this horned beast dwells in the deepest levels of Hordekum. So we're in the deepest levels. And is one of the most formidable foes. With horns of pure obsidian and consisting of 70% armor-plated muscles and 50% blood-fueled rage. When it lacks in mathematics, it more than makes up for in lethality. This monster will be a worthy challenge to defeat. Alright. Well... do I want to pump up with a strength first? I guess I should see what it dishes out first. Okay, hopefully it doesn't deal 6 damage in one hit or anything like that. Alright, I'm just gonna go toe-to-toe for now. It dealt 4 damage in one hit. Ooh, that's a lot. Alright, so I need healing, and then what do? I could freeze it. Just beat it up and pray a little bit. Okay, let's heal. I killed it after healing and 1 hit after that. Alright. So 4 damage though, I gotta remember that. Dork Young does 3. What is it called? Hornzilla does 4. Whoa. I thought I might have said something briefly. Oh, just the next room. Right above the graphic. Okay, what is this? It's like coming out of the hole. I think I gotta get out of here. Is it gonna reset now? Yeah, it does. Okay. That might be the tentacle boss or something. I'm scared of it though. Why don't I explore the rest of the level and come back? Yeah, we can beef up a bit more, get some potions. There's a heart here that I have to remember. Heart in 1 room above the lower right. Could this be the end of the game right here? And I don't know if I should be just rushing up to that thing and attacking it, or do something special. I mean, I guess there's not really many options besides like just drink potions. Well, I guess I could avoid it or run into it. I don't know if it's gonna like instantly kill me if I touch it or what. And from what I'm seeing, it says the Desert Blizzard said something, but all I see is blankness. So sorry, Desert Blizzard, I don't see what you're saying. Kill the Dork Young. Blizzard says save the hearts, go for it, and see what happens. Then run to the hearts if needed. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll do that. Hearts were in what? The just right of the 2 above me. Anyway, I'll remember the general area. The rightmost column. Oof, alright, I gotta deal with that now. Shoot. All I have is that 1 heart to heal me at this point. Could freeze it, but that might be good to have for other stuff. I don't know, I mean, I just can't take any more hits, so I guess I gotta go. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Well, I don't have a health potion right now, that's the problem. I'll have to, use the heart. Let me check. Let's pop my head into what's in this room. Snick. And there's no health potion that left on the floor in this level, is there? Let me just retrace my steps. I think you cannot encounter a monster if you solely retrace your steps. There might have been a red potion I left behind, though. Yeah, that's one. Well, I guess I could explore a little bit more and hopefully find a green or another heart. Jeez, I don't want to be here. Alright. Guess I need to bite the bullet and get that heart. Suppose there's one other room, or at least one other room I can poke my head in here. I expect to see another Dorkyung. Or that. Okay. I think I need to heal up and then be liberal with my usage of strength potions, just so I can beat things up without, you know, just kill them quicker, essentially. And I think strength means you take less damage, or get hit less often. I don't know what the deal is. I think you take the same amount of damage each time, but you might get hit less with more strength. Alright, so I'm gonna beat things up with my high strength. So, I don't know, let's kill this horned dude. Guess. Let's use a strength potion. Feel stronger. Alright, I still got hit, unfortunately. You know, it might not affect your defense at all, honestly. There's a health potion, alright. So I'll use a strength again against these two guys. Grab the health potion. Hopefully I can just smack them to death real quick. Now I have to remember there's another strength I can pick up by backtracking. Cool, one shot at the Dorkyung. Killed that eyeball. I wish I just had a few more turns on the strength potion here. There is a heart here. Is it worth fighting to free up the heart? Might just need it because I fought here, though. Here's a question. Do they, like, respawn in a different place if I keep re-entering the room? Yes, the answer is yes. You could use that to your advantage. Okay. So lower left has a heart. Let's remember that. I'm thinking, because I'm kind of like, if I'm going to just go and deal with the boss now, assuming that's the boss, it would be better to have a healing potion on hand, I think. I'm getting at, maybe I want to risk getting that heart below. I want to go into him with full health, basically, and then have a healing potion on hand, too. There was another room with like 3 monsters, but I think the only thing I can benefit from fighting them is I would potentially get a gem just because I killed enough stuff. I wonder if I can get one more gem. But anyway, let's pick up that strength potion I left behind. I think I'm gonna fight the thing. Maybe I don't know, I'll get a strength potion and bump into it and see what happens. I kind of am afraid of having, like, I've seen other monsters hit me with a maximum of 4 health, so if it's really the final boss, there's a chance it might deal 5 health, and then I'd just be done. Well, I guess I can play the hypotheticals all day, though, so I don't know. I'm gonna go up to him and use a strength potion and smack him and see what happens. I don't know. Hopefully I'll have an opportunity to heal if it comes to it. I also don't know if I should just be running past it, because there is a door up there. But I'm going to try smacking it. Here we go. Strength potion. Enemy is hit. Enemy is hit. Oh, no, I don't like this. Should I freeze it? I'm gonna freeze it. Assuming it works. Time is frozen. Enemies hit, enemies hit, enemies hit again. We missed. Tentacle boss is dead! Oh, what was that? Awesome! Oh, I won! You've completed ROGUE64. Congratulations. Yay! As the screams of the tentacled beast die out, you take the mighty gem of Mordecum. Fame and riches will be yours. All right. Press fire to continue. That's it. I shouldn't be complaining. Yeah, so I guess this is a game you can play time and time again, try to beat your previous score. And with the shuffling up of the potion effects, that definitely can make the games very different. Because I think I've seen 4 different potion effects in 2 games, aside from the healing one, which is fixed. So yeah, pretty neat. The interesting thing was in my first game, one of them was negative. It was kind of a plus and a negative. It gave me a strength. This is the ale one that gets you drunk. It's basically beer, right? And it would make me confused, so I moved around randomly. So that seems like a lot weaker than the pure strength potion that I had in this game. So I guess the difficulty could vary per game is what I'm getting at. Yeah. All right. Desert Blizzard says it's a good game. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. Cool. Oh, you can see here it says your 2 potions, strength and time freeze. Yeah, so it probably is there probably basically is variable difficulty.